up? What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these pants on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he started talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the Three Kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Lord, I was not ready. I pressed the button and I really wasn't ready. And I wanted to get this show started and I was trying to fix some stuff and I'm coming. Lord, don't be rushing me. Y'all, I'm saying don't be rushing me. And y'all are not rushing me. Y'all are here. It's only 3 of y'all here. Dear God. Let me send some notifications out. Dear God, I guess the notifications didn't go out today. Lord. Here I come. I am right here. What's up, y'all? What's up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Hey. Let me excuse me. Let me send out some notifications and let the people know that we are live. Let me put it in members only chat. Okay. Where else? I need to post it on probably on my community wall. But hello to everybody as y'all come in the building, as y'all come in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. Yeah. He writes down all of my prescriptions. Uh-huh. All right. Hey, LMV. Yeah, I don't think any notifications went out because, yeah, I don't think nothing went out because ain't nobody here. We usually have a couple people here. Child YouTube said, fuck you, LTD, and fuck your life. Fuck you and fuck your life. Anyway, um, but we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. We don't have a whole lot of time to work with. I actually have to be off by about 6:30ish so that we can because really BNI programming note, we have an interview today at 7 o'clock with an educator on Teacher Project 2.0. So I'm gonna try to be out of here by 6:30, which means we got to get through the dossier today. Got to get through. And we got a lot of sugar spiky stuff, a lot of sugar spikes stories today, a lot of politics we definitely need to get to. So definitely want to unpack that. Mm. So we'll get to all of that, and then we'll get off by 6:30, and then we'll be ready for our live at 7 o'clock. Let me say hey to y'all. Hey Ellen V, hey Nicole, hey Angela, hey everybody. I know the people are, well, probably eventually make their way in, but I need to go ahead and get this party started. But I want to go ahead and get this party started. Hey Xavier, hey Boo. So we can go ahead and make sure we keep our time. So what is happening? What is happening with my other screen, y'all? Hold on, y'all. I don't hold on. Let me make sure. Jesus. I don't know what's going on with my other screen. Y'all hold on for a moment. Hold on for a moment. Okay. That should be in. That should be in. And everybody should be plugged up. All right. There go my other screen. Lord. Jesus. There you go. I was like, where's the big screen? I have a big computer monitor over here, and that's what I display on the other screen. So I'm like, where's that screen at? It wasn't coming up. Anyway, so let's go into the dossier. Hey Nessa, what's going on? We're starting with Delante West today. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Y'all see the difference here? The Delante West, the cute Delante West of old, and the Delante West that you see now. Hey Montrez, hey bruh. What's good, bruh? Mm. Y'all see the difference there? You got cute Delante West. Well, anyway, let me fill y'all in on this story. I don't even have the goddamn dossier up. Let me pull up the dossier real fast. So let me tell y'all what's going on with this story. So that's his recent mugshot. According to reports, Delante West almost died. The Fairfax County Police Department is telling TMZ that Delante West suffered a medical emergency as cops were attempting to arrest him this morning. Police say they had been trying to serve a warrant on the former NBA star for violating the conditions of his release when he took off. According to Fairfax County Police Department, during an ensuing foot pursuit, they lost sight of West briefly before they ultimately discovered him unresponsive. Quote, Narcan was administered by officers, but it did not have the desired effect. He was transported to a local hospital and Narcan was administered again, which yielded the desired effect. West was released from the hospital and transported to ADC. And I'm guessing that's their Department of Corrections. Um, yeah. Um, he's still in custody according to jail records. He's had a very wayward um um story since leaving the NBA. Hey to everybody coming in. So Jeff, Cassandra, China White, Jason, Monk, Chip. Hey everybody to rest. What is going on? So since he left the NBA, he's had a wayward and checkered history. And what's sad is there have been other NBA players, even one of the former owners of a team he was on, which is which was Mark Cuban, who was owner of the Dallas Cowboys. He reached out and has been doing things to try to help Delante. And there have been many attempts by many people to try to help him, give him a job, help him get a leg up, and just try to make his way. And it just hasn't been able to stick. Um, you know, people, when Beyonce, I forgot what song, one of y'all gonna tell me. I know So Jeff is in the chat, so he'll tell me. Beyonce had a song where she talked about hot sauce in my bag, swag. What song is that? Social Jeff. I expect you to know these things off the top of your head. You are an executive board member of the Beehive. But um the hot sauce in my bag situation was made real got viral attention. Thank you, Formation. Thank you, Angela and Social Jump. I knew y'all Beyonce Beehive members would know. But anyway, before Beyonce, years and years and years before that, he had a infamous viral video of him in the I think he was in the drive-through line at Popeyes or somewhere with a friend, and he just started freestyling. And while the person was at the drive-through window, that's where he coined the infamous hot sauce in my bag. And it was a whole like viral moment back then. It was a cute little freestyle, a whole little song that came out of it, a whole little dance. It was a real cute thing back in the day. Um so and that's what makes people so sad. He's a talented individual, not just in terms of basketball, but also in terms of his comedic timing, his when he gets in front of a camera, he's infectious, he has that it factor. But it looks like drugs and some other things internally just won't let him be great. And it's so unfortunate. We pray for him. We pray that he gets the help and attention that he needs. But it's not looking real good right now for Delante. And I'm glad they were able to bring him back. Hey, Spicy Original. What does bother me is they realized that it was probably something drug related. And police officers nowadays, especially in a lot of major cities, have Narcan and are supposed to know how to properly administer Narcan to someone unresponsive so that it has the desired effect. Hey, Miss Baythang. But in this case, they said they administered it and it did not have the desired effect. And they ended up having to take him to the hospital. And the hospital administered it, but it worked. So one of two things is happening. Either they don't know what they're doing in terms of their ability to administer the Narcan, or now this is where I'm conspiracy theorist because I don't trust police officers. They're not administering properly on purpose and just wanting the people to check the hell out of here. I'm telling you, I don't put it past police officers. I'm being clear. Nessa, you remember them days? Child, that's old school. Oh. You talking about maybe like '06. This is way back in those days, like '06, '07. That hot sauce in my bag. Hot sauce in my bag. Give me some hot sauce in my bag. More hot sauce in my bag. That shit was a whole situation back in the day. It was that's one of them early YouTube viral moments. That's going back to the days of Chocolate Rain. Remember Chocolate Rain? That's like old school, old school YouTube. Okay. old school. But like I said, we're praying for him. We hope that he can get the help that he needs, because we just don't like to see people check out of here when they don't have to, and we don't like to see people doing bad. We praying for you. So the documentary has been released. I have not watched it yet, but I plan to watch it tonight. Yes, Tezande. Mm. So this is the much anticipated documentary that Peacock is going to put out. Well, has released already. I went on my Peacock app. It is there already. And it's supposed to chronicle and really give the scientific confirmation that homosexuality and LGBTQ is not just something made up or some lifestyle choice, that this is actually prevalent and present in nature. It is scientific. This is genetic. There are animals in the animal kingdom that have queer behavior, um either their whole lives or during parts of their lives. These things are always have always been in nature, and people have talked about it, but they're putting it out there now in this documentary. It's called Queer Planet. I'm really excited to see it, watch it, and I like, that's one of my secret guilty pleasures. Hey, cross country cruiser. I love all of the little animal documentaries. Love all of that kind of stuff. Give me Stanley Attenborough, who does all of the voiceovers and the narrating for all of the Animal Planet documentaries and stuff like that. Give me Stanley Attenborough and a good voiceover narration and some animals. I'm here for all of it. Here for all of it. Hey Tracy C. Hey Sweet Pea. Here for all of it. Um, I watched bits and pieces of Meerkat Manor. I said Stanley Attenborough. It's David Attenborough. Stanley Attenborough. What do I know? Oh, I know a Stanley Attenborough personally. David Attenborough is the guy who does all of the narrations. Thank you, Xavier. I know a Stanley Attenborough personally. Mm, mm. So, anybody gonna watch this? I said Stanley. I meant David Attenborough. I'm getting as bad with names as really being Abby. God help me. And I try to be good with names. Anybody else gonna be watching this? Hey Harold. Hey, 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 hey. Um, Ciao. So I'll be watching it. I don't know if I'm going to review it, but I definitely want to watch it and enjoy it. Speaking of shows, so I am caught up. Hey Chef, hey Amber. I have gotten caught up on House of Fire that chronicles the Miyaki Mugler ballroom family. I'm into it. Full stop. I'm really into it. That AJ guy works my last nerve. He's really disrespectful. And episode 2 just worked my last good nerve. I know we're we're planning on doing a live, I believe tomorrow. We're planning on doing a panel. I think it's the Angela. Remind me, is Angela Rashay still in the chat? Angela, are we doing it tomorrow? I think we're doing it this weekend. We're going to do a panel and discuss episodes 1 and 2. And I think it's going to be on It's Me D's platform the first time. It's a show on World of Wonder app. So Jeff. It's not a documentary, it's a reality television show. That's what I'll call it. It's like reality TV. So but they're going through all of the ins and outs of the family and everything that they got going on. And it's a pretty good show. I like the show. I like Chanel. I see why they don't like Lena. Something about Brooklyn I feel is gonna get on my nerves. She's not on my nerves yet, but I feel like Brooklyn is gonna get on my damn nerves. I love Lolita. Um, I like Exotic. Um, what's the father's name? Damn, I can't think of the man's name. Start with an S, I think. Um, I don't know how I feel about him yet. I'm on and off with him. Hey, Cams, how you doing, boo? You say cut up in the chat for you, Cams. We will. Um, damn, is this what's the father's name? I thought it was with an S. I can't remember. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim. I don't know if I'm a like the father of the house. Exotic, I'm okay with. Um, I like Chanel. Tati, I don't know yet. I'm still on the fence with Tati. Brooklyn looked like she gonna get on my nerves, and that goddamn AJ, I don't want no parts of him, and I feel like I don't want no parts of goddamn Lena either. They could if they let AJ in the house, they're begging for trouble. He's a whole hot ass mess. He's a hot ass mess. Anyway, mm. Hey Cajun, not Cajun. You're not helping yourself out trying to come sideways at Harold or Tracy. You do realize Harold and Tracy do have hall monitor blue sashes and they can snipe you real quick and real easy and not think twice about it. That's just like in Really Beach chat. I snipe people in Really Beach chat for less, and they don't even know. I don't even be. They don't even know I'm in the bushes, and I just snipe people for no reason for saying less things problematic. So you might want to watch it, Cajun. I'd hate for you to be on in school suspension or the dreaded outdoor suspension. Mm. And let's be clear, I do not check my hall monitors. If they block you, baby, I have nothing for you. There's nothing I can do. If you get blocked by a hall monitor, do not come over here asking me to take you off a block. I trust my hall monitors. That's why they have the blue hall monitor sash. If they block your ass, it's nothing I can do for you. Create another account or something, or go with God. I have nothing for you. I don't listen. I trust my hall monitors. They know what they're doing. So if you need to get blocked, they will. They don't even block that many people. They be real good about not blocking people. I don't think they block enough people. I want them to hall monitors to block more people, but they be letting y'all just go off on y'all tangents and stuff. If it was up to me, they'll be blocking more people. I'm just saying. Child. You could have Harold. You better than me. You way better than me, honey. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think y'all block enough people, baby. The way I be sniping people and don't care. You mad? Stay mad. Child. You know, child, I'm not, we're not gonna play this game with you, Harold. But yeah, they are child. Y'all are very lenient, so Jeff. Child. Child. Anyway, we have to move on. So hopefully y'all will be watching. Let me know if y'all will be watching this documentary. Ray J is in the news. Dear God, God above, God of mercy, God of love. He wants you to know. He went on Club Shay Shay's podcast because I guess that's just the place that you go now. I mean, everybody and their mama now wants to go on the Club Shay Shay podcast and spill their guts, to shoot their wad, to let it all hang out. And it never goes well for them. I don't know why y'all people keep going over there. Anyway, but he's convinced that the sex tape that him and Kim Kardashian skank made led the way for today's adult content creator. He says, quote, probably more people would be going to college. There might not be any OnlyFans and other things like that. Are we a part of the cure or are we a part of the disease? I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to make it right. End of quote. Listen, Ray J, we're not looking for you to be prolific about anything. We're not looking to you to have any poignant responses to things or interject some philosophical rhetoric that causes us to think long and hard on things. No pun intended, talking about your long hard peen that we saw in the sex tape. But hey Ravine, Ray J, let's be clear. You do realize, Ray J, they were doing porn and sex tapes before you and Miss Kardashian skank. You do realize that, right? I mean, sex tapes go back. I remember the Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee sex tape from way back in the late 90s. And there were sex tapes of people before then. There's infamous sex tapes of Jim Brown from NFL Hall of Famer Jim Brown. There's infamous sex tapes of oh man, it's the black rock and roll guy. Oh man, oh god, shit. I can't think of his name right now. I almost called it too. Anyway, but we're going back to 50s and 60s. So sex tapes have always been out there. Porn has been out there since there was television and movies. Porn has always been out there. So it's not like y'all invented porn. It's not, bruh. Sex tapes were out there before you. It's not even like y'all set up a service even remotely similar to OnlyFans. Bruh. It wasn't Jimi Hendrix, but I do know but he also has an alleged, I don't know if it's a whole sex tape, but there are pictures of Jimi Hendrix in the act. Chuck Berry is who I'm thinking about. It's Chuck Berry who I was thinking about, Xavier. Not but Jimi Hendrix has photos out there. Chuck Berry has whole ass sex tapes. Let's be clear. But Chuck Berry is the one who I'm thinking. Chuck Berry has the whole sex tape. Sir, I mean, you had there was so many things that led up to this. I mean, from people exchanging videos and pictures in the days where they were in chat rooms. Listen, can I tell you how Yahoo Messenger gave life abundant? Remember back in the early 2000s, Yahoo Messenger, let's be clear, was free exchange of pictures, short videos, and all kinds of shit. This is at least 15 years, probably, Ray J, 10 to 15 years, probably 10 years if I'm being accurate, before you and Kim Kardashian skank made y'all videos. They were doing it all in those and things like Black Planet, and there was so College Club. There were so many places to do this. It's so many things led to OnlyFans, sir. What are you talking about? Child, Nessa, listen. Yahoo Messenger, that was Xavier, I'm sorry that you and your generation missed out on the Yahoo Messenger days. So Jeff, Uvu. It was a time to be alive. Listen, it was a time to be alive. Uvu people used to go on and have whole jack off sessions on Uvu. And Uvu go back to what? 2008, 9, somewhere around there, probably earlier than that. Like, bruh. I'm just saying. Child. Listen, I had forgot about Uvu too. And the people used to carry. Do you hear me? They used to carry on Uvu the way they used to be carried on. Child. Listen, Harold. Yahoo Messenger, AOL Messenger, baby, listen. It went down. Before there were DMs, it went down by Messenger. I'm just telling you what I know. The people got it in. The people got it all. The Kick. Oh my God. Remember Kick? There were whole Kick groups. Listen, Angela, AIM, AOL Instant Messenger, baby, Kick. The people don't want to know. They don't want to know. So there was a whole evolution of things that led to OnlyFans. I'm not going to diminish you and maybe say that y'all want a small, minuscule part in the evolution, but please be clear, sir. It ain't all because of y'all. You taking way too much credit than you should. You are suffering, sir, from what we like to call delusions of grandeur. Hey, Gabby. I don't even think I said hey to you. Through Yahoo. Though Yahoo is how I had many one night. Child, listen. Y'all know some of them old services. Don't get me started on Tumblr, honey. I really think Tumblr is really what led to OnlyFans. I think Tumblr, the fall of the rise of Tumblr, then the fall of Tumblr, and then everybody being forced to migrate their porn and stuff like that to Twitter. Child. Not that Ellen say her screen name was V Bout It, but she delivered now. Child. Baby, it was a time to be alive. The BGC forums, girl. You would. There were two forums. The predecessor. See, people know only about the BGC forums. The predecessor to the BGC forum, where you had the old girls that used to be in these forums carrying reading for life eternal. Used to be an old site called what'stea.com. What'stea.com. You know, it had a little bit of bloggings, but it had those forums. Let me tell you something. What'stea.com's forums was not for the faint of heart. Baby, all you had to do was say hello, and bitch, you might have got drugged by your eyelids up and down them goddamn forums in what'stea.com. Your best bet at what'stea.com's forums was to stay in the bushes, watch everything, navigate and see how these girls are, see who to play with and see who not to play with, see which forums to go in and see which forums not to go in. Listen, I used to be all up in them forums, dragging girls for filth, dragging girls. Girl, I remember they were so legendary. I used to go to work, come home from work. I actually would, before I go to work, put some shit on there to piss a bitch off, go to work and see what these hoes had to say, come home from work and drag these hoes. Bitch, you had to be tried in the fire, honey. Girl. And so when what'stea.com went down, then that's when everybody gravitated to the BGC forums, and those hoes, they were still, the BGC forums were still good, but you had more people. It was larger than the what'stea.com forums, and a lot of those girls really couldn't read like that. Like they weren't, up to par on the skill and art form of reading. Child. But baby, we used to carry on, honey. Child. That was when I was giving trade realness back then. That was the early 20s, honey. Girl, we was giving trade realness and used to read the kids for everything they wanted, honey. Girl, they ain't want it. Child. But yeah, Ray J, sir, we have nothing for you, sir. Sir, we have nothing. Come with God. They would expose people and everything, dox people, expose people. Baby, you had to be ready. You had to be ready. So Christopher Maurice wants y'all to know there's no such animal as blackballing him. He basically is saying to y'all, I could do whatever the fuck I want out here, and there's nothing you could do about it. I can't be canceled. I'm uncancelable. So he kicked off his 11/11 tour in Detroit this week. Um and he took a moment to address the sold out crowd Wednesday night and said, quote, for a nigga they say is blackballed, this don't look blackballed to me, end of quote. And he said that on stage to let y'all know I can beat women down with reckless abandon. I can troll people. I can have violence committed against other artists and musicians. I can be as insidious and as heinous as I want. Y'all bitches like me. Y'all are hottie for my body. Y'all love the fuck out of my music. What the fuck are you gonna do? Fuck y'all. Fuck Rihanna. Fuck Karuchi. Fuck all my other girlfriends who I beat down and drug up and down the streets and were arrested for at different times. Fuck Frank Ocean and fuck all of these other people who I've had either my security detail or myself personally assault. Because what are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything but buy my concert tickets, sit in this good arena, sing to my music, and pay me my coins. That's what he said. I mean, that's what he's saying to y'all. I don't have nothing for you. I don't know what y'all want from me. Look, Gabby right in the chat said, listen, he can come beat my box. She said it, not me. I'm just telling y'all what I said, what's happening. I'm just saying. LMV says she can't stand how he cries at first. It's not fair, then brags later. I'm just telling you what the man said. Hey, Lady D, I remember meeting people on Bearshare. Ooh, I don't know about Bearshare. Now you have me intrigued, Lady D. Look at So Jeff. Already said his body look good though. I'm telling you, he says he's uncancelable. And I don't know that y'all are helping disprove that. Cassandra say the man is a menace if you need him. I don't I don't know that I can argue. Now Angela said y'all don't got Angela started. Angela said, listen, you are blackballed by decent humans. We cannot help those other people. And what national campaign or sponsorship has he had lately? Baby, I don't know. He got something. He got a tour that sold out. And for white conglomerates that go about sponsoring these people, money talks for them. As much as you may try and cancel them, they may look around and say, oh, he has sold out concert tour. Let me throw some money on this because I'm sure he needs some sponsors. I'm just saying. Harold said black folks have shown that they will protect abusers of all kinds. Well, then there's that. The next time he's uninvited to something, he better well, child. Gabby says she too dark for his preference. She said he's the one that'll need the cops. Well, girl. I don't know what to say to even disprove what the man is saying. Sir, I have nothing for you. I've never been to a Christopher Brown concert. I don't have any plans on going to a concert by Christopher Maurice, so can't miss what I ain't never have. I will be at Janet's concert this summer on July 21st. I'll be there if you should need me. Sir, go with God. Gabourey Sidibe is giving us the first glimpse Oh, that's your birthday, Angela. Okay, that makes you a what? A Cancer? Oh dear God, the Cancer. Oh God, why I can't get away from these cancers? God, I be trying to get away from these cancers. I just don't understand why every time I look up, it's a damn cancer somewhere. I'm trying to get away from these people. Trying to really be as a cancer. I think Harold is a cancer. Just trying to get away from these cancers. Lord, God. Mm. Yeah, China White, she had the baby already. Child, Cassandra says she a cancer too. Let us be. Child, I'm trying to get away from you people. Oh. So look at China White. Talk about Cancer Nation. Look at see what I'm saying? Hey, Jay Parrish. Oh, and here come Harold. Here come Harold. 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 Lord. But we are so happy for Gabby. Gabourey Sidibe. You ain't know she was pregnant. We reported on that on this platform. But since you be skipping my class, so Jeff, you don't know because you be skipping my class at times. But we sure reported on her being pregnant with twins from the white man, Brandon Frankel. Mm-hmm. And they had the baby earlier this year. She the baby's a few months old now. And she had the baby in early April. So the baby's probably somewhere around 2 months old. They getting big for 2 months. They getting big for 2 months, but they so cute and precious. They are so cute and precious. What are the baby's names? The boy's name is Cooper and the girl's name is Maya. So it's Cooper and Maya. She had a risky pregnancy. She is 41 years old, which is older in terms of, giving birth. And there may have been there may have been some other things, but she was successful in having her twins. We are so happy to see her having these healthy twins. And I hope nothing but the best for you and your husband. I hope y'all stay married, until death do you part and stuff like that. But those are cute babies. But y'all know what I always say. Damn having a cute baby. Lady G, you are cancer as well. Oh dear God. See, I'm trying to get away from these people. Hey Ariel. I always say, damn, making a cute baby. Everybody could make a cute baby. Can you make a cute adult? How about that? Y'all talk about, ooh, my baby cute. Damn that. What the hell are they gonna look like as an adult? They only spend a fraction of their life as a baby. What are they gonna look like as an adult? I don't want to know if you can make a cute baby. Can you make a cute adult? How about that? I just need y'all to help me with that. But Gabby girl, we are happy for you. We are so glad that those babies are healthy. And we wish you all nothing but the best. But we have other things to report on, Gabby. Go with God. So Kendrick Lamar is back in the news. And it doesn't involve BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. It don't involve Wheelchair Jimmy. So apparently, some parents are suing a middle school for $100,000 because a teacher played Kendrick Lamar's song "All Right" in their son's class. Child, let me read this real quick. A middle school in Vernon, Connecticut will be paying out a hefty settlement soon. Reports state that the institution recently approved a $100,000 lawsuit settlement stemming from a teacher playing Kendrick Lamar's All Right in the Classroom. The plaintiff is reportedly a local law enforcement officer who filed the suit against Vernon Center Middle School in 2020. He wrote in the complaint that his son's eighth grade social studies teacher was exposed to the documentary Hip Hop Songs That Shook America by his teacher, causing his child a substantial amount of trauma. Specifically, he argued that the music video for Kendrick Lamar's 2015 anti police brutality anthem, All Right, which was part of the film, quote, depicted officers as murderers and contained other shockingly violent scenes and controversial statements about police officers. End of quote. The plaintiff claimed the teacher was well aware of his job in law enforcement and further argued that the incident has caused his son, quote, emotional and psychological distress, end of quote. And as a result of his diagnosed learning disorder and individualized IEP, in the complaint, the damages to his child, they say are, quote, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, shock, confusion, sadness, feeling unsafe, and social withdrawals, some or all of which necessitate psychological treatment and counseling, and if unresolved, pose the risk of severe mental illness, along with physical manifestations that include nausea, headaches, and malaise. The student is also alleged to have been stigmatized for being the child of a police officer, which caused friends and others to disassociate with him, according to the lawsuit. End of quote. Also in the complaint, quote, some or all of the aforementioned injuries necessitated the student to change schools, as a result of which he has suffered loss and damages. We always do. I'm sorry, that's an end of quote. The school board superintendent came out and said, quote, we always do what's in the best interest of students, and each student is different, so each decision is different, but it's always what's best for the kids, end of quote. I really should have had this in the sugar spike segment. I apologize that this is not in the sugar spike segment, because this is a whole ass sugar spike. What you got going on here is very clear. I guarantee you that child is not that traumatized. It's the goddamn daddy who doesn't want children to really understand that police officers are murderers. In many instances across this country, many of them are murderers. Many of them have unjustly ended the lives of Black people and other marginalized people all over this country. And you just don't want people to these kids to know the facts. Just like this is the same thing when you see the white people talk about, oh, we can't teach Black history because we don't want our white kids feeling some kind of way about the fact that white people inflicted slavery, chattel slavery on Black people. Well, hello, it's history. Excuse me, newsflash. This it's not like he's making it up. It's not like this is an opinion. These are facts that are being laid out, and your fragile ass ego can't take the fact that people are calling you out for your fuck shit. That's the problem with white people and the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Their egos are too fucking fragile. They are some of the weakest bitches walking the face of the earth. How do you know? Because every chance they get, they do everything in their power to codify their inflated egos, to make things better and easier for themselves, to surround themselves with people who will be yes men for them, or who will, carry the buckets for them as they continue to proliferate, their mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy. This is what the goddamn problem is. Now, if this white ass school board in the great state of Connecticut, mind you, this is Connecticut, bluest of blue areas. See, this is why I try to tell y'all, it ain't just in the South. We're in Connecticut. We're in blue country up there. Blue country up there. And because of this man's fragile ass ego, y'all willingly agreed to pay that man $100,000 without batting an eye because felt, he simply felt, oh my God, my son doesn't need to know that. Really? But black children have to live with the fact that they have to watch on television every night police officers murdering black people every damn day. Black people have to go through whole training by their parents about how to deal with you rat ass bastards in uniform and how to try not to get killed by simply living. I'm sorry, y'all. This should have been a sugar spike moment. I'm almost triggered. Listen, I'm about to have a whole sugar spike over here. I'm spiking out, y'all. I'm telling you, when I read this story, it pissed me the hell off. And I'm sorry it wasn't in a sugar spike moment. And I ain't played Larry for y'all because this is a whole spike out moment. This is what this is. I'm spiking out, y'all. I'm spiking out. Hey, Demetria. Child, I got a whole January 6th is in the dossier today in the sugar spike moment. We'll get there in a second. I gotta move on, y'all, because I'm spiking out. I can't do it. But y'all see what's going on here. The fuck shit. The people descended from the Caucasus Mountains continue to protect the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. And it doesn't matter if you're in a blue state, a red state, a purple state, a yellow state, a green state, or whatever kind of state it is. This shit is embedded into the fabric of what it is to be a citizen of these yet to be United States of America. It's not going anywhere. It is prevalent everywhere, from sea to shining fucking sea, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Lord. Child. Let me hold on. Let me go get me a snack because I'm spiking out over here. I'm spiking the hell out. Lord. Lord. Y'all got me. Spike it out. I didn't think I was gonna be spiking out this goddamn early. I thought it wasn't gonna be to the sugar spike segment. Y'all already got me spiking out. I'm gonna eat my Albanese gummy worms. God. Lord. Anyway, let me move on. So listen, y'all. This is a whole thing I saw today on the internet. The people are saying, hey, Jalil White, why the fuck have you been keeping your fine ass daddy away from us? So he put some pictures out there, some old pictures out there of him and his fine ass daddy. And the people looked at the goddamn pictures and said, wait, where the fuck has he been? Why the fuck are we just seeing his fine ass? The women were swooning, the gays were swooning, and the people wanted more of his fine ass daddy, and why we were just finding out his daddy was finer than he is. So is the daddy fine or not? Y'all put it in the chat. Is the daddy cute or not? I want to know. Do y'all think the daddy is cute or not? Because I looked and I said, oh, where you been hiding him at? I mean, I can see parts of his daddy in him, but he don't look as good as the daddy. I'm sorry. That daddy is fine. Daddy could have got it back in the day. Right, Demetria, daddy is pressure. I want to see what he look like today. Can you get a current picture of him? Can we get a current picture of daddy? Daddy. Daddy. I'm just saying. Mm. We want to know where daddy at. We want to see him today. Can we get a current 2024 picture? Because daddy look fit. Y'all see them guns over there? Listen, look over here at the old picture. You see the gun show over here? Daddy look fit and fine, child. Can we get an updated picture, Jalil White? We don't want to see you. Just leave the daddy in the picture. You can stay out of the goddamn picture for us. Yeah, daddy was a problem back in the day. I already see it. Daddy was a whole ass problem. Listen, y'all ain't want that kind of smoke and fever. Because daddy looked like he got, yeah. Daddy looked swole too. Child, Demetrius said what that mouth do. Child. Hall monitors, y'all might need to give Demetria a hall pass to go to the bathroom so she can go take care of that, honey. Yeah, she want to know what that mouth do. What that mouth do. Listen. Daddy was a whole problem back in the day. I don't know. All I know is when these pictures came, when he posted these pictures of the daddy, everybody was looking at him like, bitch, what the fuck? Child. So I need y'all to go find us. Can somebody go find us some recent pictures of this man and put it in the members only chat? Shout out to the members only chat. Can I get some of the members to find this man pictures and put them in the members only chat? Where's Tracy? We need y'all to find this man's recent 2024 pictures and put it in the members only chat. He probably got a Facebook out there somewhere. Or he might have an Instagram or Facebook or something. Y'all go find him. Y'all got assignments. We gotta move on. But I just needed to give y'all that. Y'all know I try not to keep too much stuff from y'all. I didn't want y'all to say y'all wasn't informed of what the people was looking at today. Okay. I did not want y'all to say y'all was not informed. So I don't even know the man's name. What is the man's name? Listen, let me see what the man's name. I ain't even looked up the man's name. No, I think I got it right here. Hold on. I think I do have his name right here. The daddy name is is his name in here? Oh, I don't even see his name in here. Lord, they don't even got the man's damn name in here. Oh, his name is Michael White. His name is Michael White. That is his name, Michael White. Listen, the man's name is Michael White. I need y'all to go find him and get us some pictures. Okay. His name is Michael White. I just found it. Here. Anyway, we gotta move on. I had to get that name for y'all, Michael White. That's that one on the end is not recent. That's an older picture. Jalil White is 47 right now. That look like Jalil maybe late 20s, early 30s in that one on that first one on the end. But I need a recent one from 2024. That's what we need. All right, we got to move on. So, in today's Pride Month feature, We only have one Pride Month feature today. I'm going to give you this story. This is a story that I wasn't even aware of. And when I learned the story, it made me mad because mm, y'all see I'm over here eating my gummy worms because I might spike out on this story. Mm, hold on. Mm, mm. So the story made me so upset because it involves one of my favorite members of Black history. One of the people who, in terms of people who I really looked up to growing up, it involves him and it puts him in a negative light. So it does involve W.E.B. Du Bois. And if you know me as an intellectual, I've always held W.E.B. Du Bois in high estimation. So um the negative light that it put him in did not sit well with me. This is the story of Augustus Granville Deal. Um and he is our Pride Month feature for today. Augustus Granville Deal was a sociologist, business manager, musician, and colleague of National Association for the Advancement of Colored People co-founder W.E.B. Du Bois. It um He is best known for his work overseeing the publication of Du Bois's journal, The Crisis, between 1913 and 1928. He also helped publish the Brownies book, a pioneering magazine for Black children published from 1920 to 1921. In many ways, A.G. Deal represented the possibilities, but also the difficulties of the college educated, talented 10th generation that Du Bois lauded as civil rights pioneers in his seminal Souls of Black Folks. He was born in Portsmouth, Ohio in 1881, and he came of age during the Jim Crow era. He graduated from Atlanta University with a BA in 1906, and he earned a second BA at Harvard University in 1908. He is one of a handful of Black students who matriculated at universities such as Harvard at the turn of the century. But like his mentor Du Bois, he found few opportunities for advancement outside of Black institutions that had developed in response to segregation prescriptions. Atlanta University awarded him a master's degree in sociology in 1909 and hired him as both professor and organist for the school in 1910. While in Atlanta, Deal helped produce a series of important sociological studies initiated by W.E.B. Du Bois and financed by the John F. Slater Fund. The Atlanta studies included they were called the studies were called the Atlanta studies, and they included the Negro bred. They included works such as the college bred Negro, the common school and the Negro American artisan, and morals and manners among Negro Americans. These works documented the difficulties that African Americans faced under Jim Crow, particularly highlighting inequalities of education and economic opportunity. At the same time, the Atlanta studies insisted that the small but active Black bourgeois class was evidence of African American potential for full citizenship rights. In 1913, he moved to New York City to serve as office manager and assistant editor at The Crisis, the journal begun in 1910 to publicize the work of the NAACP. In 1915, he also served as musical director on Du Bois's historical pageant, The Star of Ethiopia. Du Bois lauded his protege as one of, quote, the type of progressive young men who are making themselves felt in colored America, end of quote. Deal continued to manage business affairs at the Crisis and attended the 1916 Armenia Conference, a meeting organized by W.E.B. Du Bois to jumpstart African American civil rights activism in the wake of Booker T. Washington's death the previous year. By 1920, Deal's primary energies were committed to work on The Crisis, the publishing venture of Du Bois and Deal. Their inaugural project was The Brownies Book, which opened with the promise that the children's magazine would, quote, teach universal love and brotherhood for all little folk, black and brown and yellow and white. God, my nose is leaking. Ah. Unfortunately, the Brownies book could not be sustained on subscriptions and meager advertising revenue. The magazine's last issue appeared in December 1921. Here's where the story starts to get interesting, and this is the part that made me upset. Du Bois and Deal also published Unsung Heroes in 1921, a collection of historical sketches of prominent African Americans, but the dream of a black publishing house folded that same year. Despite these setbacks, Deal continued to work on The Crisis, a critical journal, publishing both the civil rights work of the NAACP and the creative work of black artists. In 1928, A.G. Deal, was arrested in New York City in a New York City sting on homosexual activity, an event which forced him to resign from The Crisis. He continued to live in New York City until his final years, tutoring and playing the organ at John Haynes Holmes Community Church. In 1956, he died in Louisville, Kentucky, after a long illness. Du Bois described him as a, quote, sensitive artist and musician rather than the businessman, end quote. But Augustus Deal was an important behind the scenes participant in the success of The Crisis in the early 20th century and by extension, the NAACP. I read through all of that just to show you that um this young man, A.G. Deal, was instrumental in the NAACP with W.E.B. Du Bois and his famed work, The Crisis publication. And I've never even heard his name. And I found out in my research that that's because when he got arrested and outed as being homosexual with that sting they did in New York, he was forced out from working with the NAACP. First, forced out from working on The Crisis, which he was probably just as instrumental in making that happen as W.E. Du Bois was, and basically written out of history. You don't hear history about him only because he was gay. So much so, W.E. Du Bois diminished who he was and what he meant to him being all. He was his protege. And that so many times happen. Like, you see that in church, you see that in a lot of organizations where there'll be somebody on the staff that is prolific in their work, that is one of those people who you can't replace, that are irreplaceable. And what happens is there's this tolerance of them. Like, people will know or have clamorings about them being homosexual, and as long as they keep it quiet and keep it from around them, they're okay. So there's this tolerance. But then if any word comes out or if it becomes public, then they try to sit them down or shun them or detach themselves from them, blot their names out of history, act as if those people did not contribute to that organization or to those people's lives. Um, and that's unfortunate. I'll put his name in the chat for you. I'll put his name in the chat for you, Ravine. Also, one of the things that I'm working on trying to get for y'all know I try to do something every Pride Month. I try to do something, either a panel or something. I want to do a panel this year. Before I go into that, but I wanted to bring you that story. Kudos to Augustus Granville Deal. He is someone I found out about in my research and is not celebrated. And like I said, I am a student of W.E.B. Du Bois, student of him. I have chronicled and watched his life, have always been a champion of his level of thinking, his line of thinking. And when I read this story, it crushed me. It hurt me. I was really angered by this and how even W.E.B. Du Bois tried to rewrite history and remove this man from history. That is Augustus Granville deal. We need to know about him. What I was going to say earlier is one of the things that I'm trying to put together is a panel to discuss Divine Nine and LGBTQ, specifically the Divine Five. And that when I say Divine Five, I'm talking about the five fraternities. At the beginning of Pride Month, all four of the sororities did, Happy Pride Month, greetings and celebrations and stuff, and put stuff out for it. Pride Month, yeah, she married County Cullen, Xavier. Oh, hold on now. Every time I come back in town, I always get something. Lord. Anyway, I want to do a panel on and discuss Black Divine Nine fraternity, the Black fraternities, and their treatment and acceptance or non-acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community, and even the sororities to a certain degree. So it absolutely is like that. Universal goddess. We see that in the Black church. We see that as I was talking about, some of the Divine Nine organizations. We see that in so many of our Black organizations that we have. And we're in 2024. And in some of these organizations, there's been no progress at all. We're still living like it's 1924, which is unfortunate. So I want to unpack that, especially with regard to the Divine Nine. So I'm reaching out to certain people to discuss that further and see if I can put together a panel and really talk about that. And it won't all be just it won't just be all members of the LGBTQ people on that panel. I'm trying to get people who are both LGBTQ and not LGBTQ to discuss, to have a real substantive conversation. So stay tuned. I'm trying to put it together. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender conforming members of our audience. Oh yes, it is time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. We start our Sugar Spike moment with the Black delegation's fecal matter. 50 cents. He's a real piece of work, y'all. He's a real piece of fecal matter. So 50, dear God, my nose just won't get right. Huh? Okay. I don't need nothing in my nose. All right. So 50 went to the White House and went to Washington yesterday and took pictures with people from both sides of the aisle, both Republican and Democrat, and took this picture with y'all's girl, Lauren Boebert, and said in the caption when he posted it on Instagram, quote, Lauren Boebert, Colorado Republican, making the White House look good, and inserted a winking face emoji. This is the fuck shit that I'm talking about. Why, sir? Because you do understand that now you've given these people the ammo that they need. See, I just don't understand this placating, this placating that a lot of black men specifically in the entertainment industry have with these people on the other side of the aisle, not understanding that all these people are fucking going to do is take this photo opportunity and use it to validate why they are going to try to push the narrative that black people are, you know, coming over in droves to the Republican side. Mind you, 50, there are some people with, you know, flawed choicing skills or IQ scores south of 50 that follow you and look to you, you know, for, you know, things that they should, you know, be accepting of or think is right. And so they may look at this fuck shit and say, oh, well, 50 is, you know, endorsing them. So there must not be anything wrong with them. Mind you, the woman is a whole ass MAGA nut. She's a whole ass fucking nut. She's been accused of spreading QAnon conspiracy theories. She opposes same-sex marriage. She's had incendiary comments about Muslims. Remember, she was okay in the gaggle of people that wanted to do bodily harm to Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib because of their because of both their religion and their nationalities and things like that. It's just a fucking mess. A fucking mess. Somebody tried to ask him, why the fuck are you taking these pictures? And he said, quote, wait, guys, I took pictures with everyone and y'all seem to care about Lauren. What did she do in the dark theater that hasn't been done? My God. And then tried to make a joke about it and said, hey, I don't have chlamydia, by the way. Laugh out loud. And that's going back to what we reported on this channel with her groping that man over in the movie theater down to Colorado. Just a fucking mess. I don't have a lot more to add to this because I've got too many sugar spike stories today, and this is already triggering me. I don't have the energy. 50, you're a whole fucking nut. Like, but I just don't understand. I do not want these people in the entertainment industry to be just this easy and gullible. She's looking for these type of photo ops. Trust me. This will be all over Truth Social. This will be in all of the forums and blogs for the MAGA nuts out there. Well, they will proliferate the lie that black people and black men specifically are coming over to the Republican and conservative side in droves. And that's just not true. Not true at all. I'm just saying. Go with God. This story is wild, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw this story, but in the great state of California, oh yes, I said California. In Riverside County, now I know some people, they say Riverside. I don't live in California. Put a 27 in the chat if you live in California. But the people say Riverside is real backwoods and hood. I know people that call Riverside River Tucky from California. I don't live over there, so I don't know much about Riverside. But everything I've heard about Riverside, it ain't too good. A 39-year-old gunman by the name of Julio Rodarte opened fire at vehicles that were just driving down the road, and he randomly started shooting in the traffic as he walked down the sidewalk in broad ass daylight. Mind you, there was video surveillance of this. I've seen the video. It is horrific as you can believe. The shooter is the video shows him opening fire with what looks like a semi-automatic weapon, pointing at cars from close range and repeatedly pulling the trigger. At one point, you see him unload an entire magazine, tossing it to the ground before he loads another magazine. This actually happened during the morning rush hour traffic. Unfortunately, there was a victim. The victim was who was killed. His name is Victor Hugo Leon. He is 42 years old. He is a husband and father of 4. His wife Griselda says that they've been married for 13 years, and he was on his way home from his overnight warehouse job when he was fatally shot by this lunatic. They put up a GoFundMe for the Leon family, so that for Leon's family, aiming to raise $20,000 for his funerals and to help in the aftermath of his death, because he has a wife and 4 kids. They've already raised $36,000 and they're looking to raise a lot more. But this is as horrific as it gets. All you're doing is riding down the street, going your ass to work, and now all of a sudden you got to end your life because some nut is out here shooting semi-automatic weapons randomly into morning rush hour traffic. This is a mess. For those people that live in California, can y'all confirm that River Tucky is as backwoods as they say it is? Hey Omar, where you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Anyway, our thoughts and prayers go with the victim, his family, because that has to be horrific. Our thoughts and prayers go to them. In more sugar spiky news, so this is that middle school crossing guard, 26-year-old Kiera Lee. So she has been arrested for allegedly giving drugs to middle schoolers and even smoking weed with one of them. This is at Penwood Middle School. She was arrested on Tuesday. Witnesses say they saw her giving e-cigarettes and weed edibles to the middle schoolers. That's what the people say. This is in Darby, Pennsylvania. They say they literally saw her giving e-cigarettes with THC and stuff in it, as well as edibles, to middle school children. She's facing serious charges. 2 felony counts of drug possession with intent to deliver, 2 misdemeanor counts of corruption of a minor, and 2 misdemeanor counts of possession of marijuana. She's still in jail. She couldn't post a $20,000 bail. So she's in a Delaware County jail. I mean, the mugshot speaks for itself. I mean, the woman has a full 5 o'clock shadow. What do y'all want from me? I don't know what y'all want from me. I, I don't know. Man, we'll have a lot for you. I hope they throw you under the jail. Go with God. Oh God. In more sugar spiky news, just as I told y'all on Silly Saturday, the Fonnie, not the Fonnie Willis case. You would think it was the Fonnie Willis case. The case in Fulton County, Georgia, against Donald John has been indefinitely postponed, or not postponed, but I guess that's the word, the best word to use for postponed, halted, stopped. It has been indefinitely halted while an appeals court in Georgia reviews the lower court judge's ruling allowing Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis to remain on the case. Since it went to appeals, now they're saying they're going to halt the case until is um until the appeals court has a chance to take the case up. Oh, should I also let you know they have until March of 2025 to decide on this. So you already know they're going to kick this can down the road until the latest date they can. It certainly will be after the November election. And then if Cheeto Man, Sun Kissed Man, should happen to win, it absolutely will be pushed until after January's inauguration. I'm just telling you what I know. That's what we got. These people want no parts of this man serving any time. I've never even heard of you. First of all, Fonnie Willis didn't even put this man on trial. She did not indict him. She did not put him on trial. The citizens of Fulton County did that. There was a whole ass grand jury that decided that he needed to be brought up on charges. She just happens to be the prosecutor for that county. So it becomes her job to do the will of the people. The will of the people was that this man should stand trial. And now, instead of y'all letting the trial go through, y'all think that it's the right thing to try to prosecute the prosecutor, which is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. As if she's the one that did this, as if she put him on trial, as if this was not the will of the people in Fulton County. So now you have the defense that is doing everything in their power to usurp the power of the citizens of this county of Fulton within the state of Georgia. Because they got Fonnie Willis on trial like she committed a crime, and the woman ain't did a goddamn thing. I don't think she needs to remove herself, Omar. It does not matter who it was. It could have been Fonnie Willis. It could have been you. Hey, Janae. It could have been me. The woman, she didn't have to do anything. They were going to find a reason to have this can kicked down the road, to get this trial thrown out. Because let's be clear, it's nothing to do with Fonnie Willis. It has nothing to do with Nathan Wade. It has everything to do with the fact that they don't want Donald John or any of those people to face the music, and they're going to do everything they can to see that that doesn't happen. And the reason, and we talked about this over a year ago, the reason that this case is so important is because he cannot pardon himself from this case. This is not a federal case. This is a state case. And then to add insult to injury, in Georgia, you cannot be pardoned even by the governor until you've served a portion of your time that you have been sentenced, or 5 years. So he's going, if convicted, he will go to jail. But Janae, that's the thing. She's not. I keep people saying, "Well, Fonnie shouldn't have tried to." This was not Fonnie. Did not do this. A grand jury decided, which is the citizens of Fulton County, that this man should go to on trial. This wasn't Fonnie Willis saying, "Oh, we finna put Donald John Trump on trial." It was the citizens of Fulton County. They said the man, based on the evidence that we've seen, needs to go have his ass put on trial. They did that. Fonnie Willis just happens to be the DA. And it is her job and her office's job to go about prosecuting this, especially when the citizens of Fulton County, say that this needs to happen. Mind you, she's elected by those same citizens. But that's the thing, Jenna. It doesn't matter if it was her. It could have been anybody. It doesn't. Finally, just happens to be the person, but it doesn't matter who it was. Whoever it was, they're going to try to do everything they can. Hell, they tried to do that with the judge in the case up there in New York. He still got convicted. So we'll see. We'll follow. Y'all know we're gonna keep on top of this and follow this. Steve Bannon has been ordered to go to prison, which I'm so happy about. Listen, a federal judge ordered Steve Bannon to begin his 4-month prison sentence in July as he appeals his contempt of Congress conviction. U.S. District Judge Carl Nichols agreed with prosecutors at a Wednesday hearing, ordering Bannon must self-surrender by July 1st, since his bid to overturn the conviction was rejected by a 3-judge appeals panel last month. Quote, the government's motion is granted, and the quote says Nichols, Judge Nichols, who's actually a Trump appointee. Bannon had opposed the move, insisting he will appeal all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary, and arguing he should remain free in the meantime. But they ain't going for it. The judge said, hey, sir, on July 1st, you need to surrender yourself and take your ass to jail. Sir, we're here for it. The fact that you only got 4 months, go ahead and do this time. We ain't got nothing for you. You have until July 1st to turn yourself in, sir. You only got 4 months. You can do that time real fast. You'll be out before you know it. So we have nothing for you. Nothing for you. You hope he gets the most slippery slope. Well, slippery soap. Well, then there's that. Ciao. And we have nothing for you, sir. We'll see you on July 1st. Go with God. In the great state of Pennsylvania, oh yes, Pennsylvania is back in the news. Republicans in the great state of Pennsylvania decided it was a good idea to boo the officers who defended the Capitol building on January 6th. A number of Republican lawmakers in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives yesterday booed 2 law enforcement officers who defended the U.S. Capitol during the January 6th attack. Numerous lawmakers posted on the social media app platform X, formerly Twitter, that they witnessed members of the GOP booing and walking out of the chamber after former U.S. Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn, and former Sergeant Aquilino Gonell were introduced during the session. The Pennsylvania House Speaker Joanna McClinton described the 2 officers as heroes in her introduction when some Republicans walked out. Our boy Malcolm Kenyatta, Democrat out of the a Democrat member of the Pennsylvania House, said, quote, today we welcome 2 American heroes, Officer Harry Dunn and Sergeant Aquilino Gonell to the Pennsylvania Capitol. A number of House Republicans literally booed, hissed, and walked off the floor. There is no bottom. There is no bottom to where these people will go. Mind you, this is the same party, hey Danny, who's out here touting that they're pro blue line, that they're pro law enforcement, that they believe police officers should always be protected. But magically, you got a problem with these people who decided that they were going to protect the freaking Capitol building from being overthrown by your terrorist friends. That's why I say these people don't have a bottom, they don't have a line, they don't have any morals or scruples about them. These people are horrible. The people on the other side, as much as I may talk about how bad the Dems are, the people on the other side are much worse. Much, much worse. They are the worst of us. Let's be clear. The worst of us. Excuse me. So I have nothing for these people. Our final sugar spike story of the day is an update and out trigger warning. Just giving you a trigger warning now. This is an update on the story that we have been following. Airman Roger Fortsum, who was killed. We saw the video. He was killed in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. When he opened the door, remember he was on the phone with his girlfriend, and the police bammed on the door, and they didn't even and then when he went to the peephole, they hid away from the door, and then they bammed on the door again. And when he opened the door, they just immediately started shooting him. Remember, we watched the video. So now that deputy, his name is Eddie Duran. He says he felt justified based on a stare that Fortson gave him. Mind you, if you watch the video, there wasn't even enough time for him to stare at him. Let me read this. Deputy Eddie Duran told investigators the first thing he saw was the 23-year-old's eyes. When he perceived what he perceived as an aggressive look prompted him to open fire with 2 to 3 shots with 2 to 3 seconds of force within 2 to 3 seconds of Fortson opening the door. Quote, when I saw his eyes, I saw aggression. It was a stare that was fixated 100% on me, not eyebrows raised, not, hey, what's going on? Why are you here? It was a stare that showed me there was aggression. End of quote. Newsflash, sir. You came bamming on the man's door. He went to the fucking peephole to see who it was. Your ass hid. Instead of identifying yourself, hello, this is police at the door. You did not do that. You went and hid so he couldn't see you. You then went and bammed on the door again, and he couldn't see anybody. And then you never identified yourself. He opens the door, and you immediately shoot him to death. What the fuck did you expect him to look like? You're bamming on the man's door. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know if you're an intruder. He doesn't know if you're somebody looking to rob him. He doesn't know if you're somebody looking to assault him or anything. And clearly, you were someone looking to kill him and assault him and murder him. You did everything wrong here, sir. He didn't do anything wrong. Last time I checked, you people tout the Second Amendment. You people tout in the great state of Florida the stand your ground law. He was in his domicile, in his own domicile. You bammed on his door. You never identified yourself. And then you got the audacity to say, well, he had a evil stare. I don't even know how you even saw a stare in his eyes because you opened the door and immediately fired. This is all you, sir. I'm just saying. Just a mess. Just a mess. When I saw this, it incensed me. It incensed me. It incensed me. I was so angry about this. But I promise you, they're going to make a whole defense based off of that. Oh, they're going to make a whole defense off of that. How you defend the indefensible is beyond my level of comprehension. But but they'll find a way. I'm telling you what I know. They'll find a way. I'm going to keep y'all updated on this story, but I had to bring that to you because I was incensed when I heard what this deputy said. That's all we got today, y'all. Dear God, I hate to end on such a bad note, but I need to bring y'all that story. Anyway, listen, y'all. Let me or I can't see y'all to really be. Can one of the mods put the Teacher Project 2.0 channel in the chat? See if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. If one of the mods find it before me, can get the link to Teacher Project 2.0 before me, please put it in the chat. We'll be over there at 7 o'clock, myself and Really B. Oh, I found the link. Hold on. Here's the link to the live. Really B and I will be live at, thank you, Xavier. We'll be live at 7 o'clock for the interview. Y'all come over there and check us out. Come over there and check us out. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged. They're much appreciated. I thank y'all so much for being here with me. Y'all really be rocking with me, and I really love that y'all rock with me over here. I'm gonna go try and get me something to eat real fast and go relieve myself before that interview. So I'll see y'all in a little bit at 7 o'clock. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow.